Alright, so you know the usual. We got about a million things to do, and I'm going to bring you along with it while I do the million things. It's weird because I feel like I haven't had a whole lot to do until I started this second daily vlog channel, and now I feel like I got tons of stuff to do. I almost threw up. That's a dog. Get a damn dog. It's going to be a pain in the ass. These things are heavy as dick. Jackson, today is gonna be a long day, buddy. Yes, it is. I also want to stop by a gun store here in Ackworth to see if they have an AK just in stock. I've been looking for just a cheap, basic AK to have. I miss having an AK. I have a little AK PAP pistol, but I want an AK-47, like just a Watts or 10, something basic that I can just throw around, you know? I like little AKs. The gun store that I used to go to closed down. So now I'm looking for new candidates. I might check one in Dallas later today. We'll see. I notice a lot of gun stores don't really carry very many guns anymore. You guys notice that? Maybe just because I'm in the smaller town area, but I'm used to bigger gun stores where they always had guns on stock, you know? Now it's a whole bunch of, well, we can order it for you. It's like, I could order it if I wanted to. I want one today, like, that's how you, in my opinion, that's how you make gun sales in the South, is that people are like, you know what, I want a gun. So they just go into a gun store and buy a gun. And that's how I've bought every single one of my guns. I've just been like, you know what, I want one. Or I see one that I want, like the Desert Eagle was a total off-the-cuff purchase. I wasn't looking for a Desert Eagle, I just stopped by my friend's gun store. They always had guns. I just wonder how gun stores stay in business if they don't have, you know, a bunch of guns. Doesn't make any sense to me. And I know that's a weird thing to think about if you don't live in the South. You know, if you live in, like, let's say, like, Chicago, where you've got a waiting period or anything like that, like Georgia, we don't have waiting periods. We just walk in and buy guns. I like guns. I like to walk in and buy guns. Empty tank. Gas supply place. Sweet. Got any tank? Laying it down on its side like an OSHA violation. We just say this, it's an argon mix, 75-25. Gas already mixed, doesn't matter if you lay it down on its side or not. Don't need to let it sit upright for too long or anything like that. It's already done, good to go. So why do I transport it like that versus in the bed of my truck? I don't want it to sit in the bed of my truck and get super hot. It says not to on the tank, so I'm not gonna do that. Although it probably says not to lay it on its side either. But as long as you don't store it on its side to transport it, not a big deal. So right now I have to decide whether or not I want to go looking for another gun or if I want to go ahead and start cracking on this C project of mine. And the answer is both. I really want to get this part of the C project thing done, like 100 degrees out right now. And I'm hot. Like, I'm sitting in my truck, air conditioned, I'm hot. And I got tinted as fuck windows and everything. So I don't know what to tell you. Don't you do it. I know you wanted to, you little bitch. The biggest concern with laying your tank anywhere in not a super secure position is that it falls and you knock the head off. If it falls and knocks the head off, it's not gonna like explode or nothing like that. It's gonna turn into a rocket. It's gonna release all the pressure out through the nozzle at one time. Basically, it's gonna become a fucking RPG. As you can see, I've got it buckled in. You know, I'm all about safety. Yeah, I've discovered a problem with owning a truck now, is that I'm kind of an ass. And I mean that because I've got no emotions. I've got no feeling about the bad things that I do. I just cut off this emo-looking girl in a Mini Cooper. Didn't even feel bad about it. It's not nice. You shouldn't do things like that. But it was a merger, and I needed to merge, and I had my blinker on. And I think she's trying to ride my ass. I'm not really sure. I can't see her over my bumper. I think I'm actually gonna slow down a little bit. Yeah. But you can't bully me with a Mini Cooper in a truck. Riding my ass doesn't affect me. If I stomp on my brakes for some reason and you hit my truck, your windshield is like where my bumper's at. Well, I bought an AK. They didn't have one, which I just wanted to go into a store and buy an AK-47, but nobody seems to carry AKs anymore. So that didn't happen. So I ordered one. They'll be here in a couple of days. I think I ended up getting a basic Watts or 10 that should be here in a couple of days. They said it'll probably be here like Tuesday, probably Tuesday. So I'll go and pick it up. I also am having a little bit of trouble with my Palmetto Arms AR-9, which is a 9mm AR pistol. So I'm gonna bring it to them and see if they can't fix her up for me. I spent a little bit more time in there than I'd like to, so that bottle's probably not cold. Also, on the other hand, I mentioned to them that I do YouTube and stuff like that, and asked them if they ever like to do any sort of advertising, stuff like that, because it's something I always like to offer to small home businesses, just because I always like to offer my services to, like, advertisement to home businesses, because it's just a nice thing to do. Because it benefits both of us, you know, it benefits their business because they get advertising, especially for a lower rate than they would if they went to an advertising company, and at the same time, I get to bring you guys cool content on my other channel, so, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Alright, your boy's back home, now I gotta go build a motorcycle on my main channel, so, you know, go watch that type of stuff on Do It Dan. What? What?